I may have told you that we're now in the space that was occupied by the Burnham and Root firm. And after they finished building this building, then the architects rented space, and they decided to have space on the top floor of the Rookery building, which at that time was the tallest building in town. Now that didn't last long. About every other month somebody else was taller after that. But from this location, they could look out these windows straight to the east. They could see the lake. So it's a little hard for us to imagine that nowadays on LaSalle Street to actually see all the way to the lake. But in those days they could. If you have been a fan of The Devil in the White City and the planning that took place for that wonderful fair in 1893, the Columbian Exposition, this is the room that was used for the planning for that fair. And there are some old photos that you can look up that show the gathering of all those architects here in this room, sitting around a table much like this, and so on. Back on the window seat, there's a picture of the partners, Burnham and Root, sitting in front of the fireplace. And there's another larger photo of the same thing out in the hallway. Over the years, this ended up being used by various tenants and was not in this kind of shape. But when the major restoration of the building took place in the 1990s, the owners at that point decided to have this room restored back to the look of when it was originally in the 1880s. So as close as possible, this now resembles the library space that was used by the Burnham and Root firm. Their offices actually extended a little bit behind this wall. There's some reception area, and then all along this south wall of the building, different cubicles and whatnot for draftsmen and for Mr. Burnham and Mr. Root, and an exercise room and a bathroom with tub and all kinds of things. So it was quite the architectural office.